Hello, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. I decided I'm going to participate in Amy's 1,000 subscriber celebration readathon, in where she is using her TBR game, which she uses the game of life, and it has like prompts all around it to pick her TBR. She's using that as a 48-hour readathon, doing like spins every 12 hours. And so it is Saturday morning, and this started at 9 p.m. last night in my time zone, and it's almost 9 a.m. this morning now, so we're about to get roll number 2, and I'm just starting for roll number 1. 9 p.m. is past my bedtime. I wasn't going to start at that time last night, so this morning I watched what the prompt last night was, and it was Animal Companion. And so my choice for that is going to be the Wallflower Wager by Tessa Dare. I know that our heroine in this, it says... loyal and passionate, Lady Penelope Campion never met or lost a wounded creature she wouldn't take into her home and her heart. So I think she is, you know, a bit of an animal collector. There are baby toys making noise in the background, so I'm going to sit down and finish this. I should state that my goal, I think Amy's goal through the month when she uses it for her TBR, is if she gets 100 pages in, it counts as like not getting a punishment or finished, not really finished, but it counts as a done book. So my goal is to get 100 pages in for each of these prompts, and hopefully I'll be able to use some of the prompts for multiple books. So I'm going to start this. Other things I'm in the middle of, I am in the middle of Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune, and I'm also in the middle of Wicked Intentions by Elizabeth Hoyt. So if I could fit those in at all as well, I'm kind of aiming to do that. But other than that, I thought it was a good day to vlog because I bursted this pimple, so I figured you could stare at it all day. But also I am going to a book signing like event today. It's all indie authors, it's near me, and I'm going with my stepmom, and that is from 1 o'clock to 4 today. And then tomorrow I am participating in some sprints with Amy for this readathon. So let's get started. Let's stop listening to baby toys in the background. My life is always chaotic at this point, but I'm gonna try to get 100 pages into this before I even peek at what the next prompt is gonna be, so I'm just gonna do it quick. If you've been around for a while, you'll know I read the first 2 books in this series like faster than imaginable, so hoping that this one sticks to that trend. Okay, I got 30 pages in, and there's already animals, so it's looking good, and I'm definitely into this book so far. But the second roll drop did just drop, and I don't have the patience I thought I would. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch what the second prompt is gonna be, and hopefully it works for a book I'm already reading. I also did decide to kind of recap my day on Instagram as well, or recap this readathon on my Instagram stories as well. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me there. It's also at @isbaileyreading. I'll also link it down below. But let's figure out what the second prompt is. I'm gonna screen record. I may or may not include the screen recording in this, but we'll see here.
All right, so I hope your first prompt went really well. You found the perfect book. You got to reading. Maybe you finished your book. And let's go on to prompt number 2. 9. Okay, we're moving with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A book with flowers on the cover. Any kind of flowers. And if you'd like to make it more tricky.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here. This cover does not have flowers on it, but the word wallflower is here. So I might bend it and use this book. I'm gonna check the other 2 books I'm reading. If they have actual like flowers on the cover, I might use those instead. But if not, I'm not gonna start something new. I would definitely just use this one to fulfill that prompt as well. Give me 1 second to go look. No flowers here. Oh, okay. So the cover of Wicked Intentions, I'm not sure how well this is going to focus or that you'll be able to tell. Let me just pop it in here instead. But there's definitely like a vase of flowers behind the guy here. So I'm gonna use this one for this prompt. I also do still want to get to 100 pages of this. So I'm gonna be juggling 2 historical romances right now. I might switch to the audiobook of this one because I'm struggling a little bit to get through it. So maybe I'll switch to the audiobook of this and then continue reading this one physically for now. But so far so good. I'm happy with what I'm reading. I am now gonna go take a shower and get ready for the day a little bit. So I probably will definitely switch to that audiobook, and I'll keep you posted. Welcome to my bathroom. I'm about to get into that bathtub and continue reading the Wallflower Wager. I did get to 100 more pages read of Wicked Intentions. I'm not really loving that one. I decided to switch to the audiobook because the physical wasn't exactly going perfect. So I thought the other format might work better. It's still not my favorite thing. I'm gonna continue further, but for now I'm actually excited to jump back into this one. I think I only entered one little clip at that book signing. It was just kind of hectic, and me and my stepmom were pretty in and out. We went to the authors we wanted to see and had them sign and then just basically left. We were only there for about an hour. I did share everything that I got signed on my Instagram stories. I don't think I'm going to share it here because I will also share it in my wrap up for the month. But yeah, it was a good time, but now I'm ready to relax. I know tomorrow I'm doing sprints with Amy, but other than that, I am definitely spending more time with Mabel tomorrow. So today was kind of my like planned day off to do whatever I want and read, etc. So we'll see how much farther I can make it today. It is like after supper time now. When I got home, we ate right away. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna end up loving this one for sure. Okay, tell them what you've been reading. What have you been reading, Miss May? Tell them. Good morning. I'll tell you what I've been reading. Basically last night I'm over 100 pages into everything for the first two prompts. I think I am going to decide to DNF Wicked Intentions. There's just other things I would rather spend my time on. It's not like the worst thing, I'm just not super into it. So I think I'm just gonna move on from that one. But I am over 100 pages into the Wallflower Wager and I'm really loving that one. But last night, right before bed, was the third prompt drop. And Amy landed on her koi cup prompt, which is basically a jar she has that has her TBR in it. So she said if you want to pick your own to just kind of randomize your TBR. So I did 10 books. The first 3 would have been continuing what I'm already in the middle of, and beyond that it was the next 7 things on my TBR. I got number 9, which actually landed me on The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. So I've been listening to that this morning. We've just been hanging out. I am to chapter 10, and I know the start of chapter 12 is like the 100-page mark, but I should be past where the 4th prompt or the 4th spin has happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and go watch that now and pick a book for that prompt as well. I am doing sprints with Amy on her channel in about an hour here, so let's see what we're gonna be finishing the readathon with.
So sadly, we are already at prompt number 4. So what I'm thinking that's going to happen is I'm going to pick prompt number 4, and wherever we leave off, that's going to be where we pick up again when we do one of these 48-hour readathons where we play the game of a Bookish life in the future. So whenever this happens again, which I think it'll happen again because this is a lot of fun, we will pick up from the spot we left off. So just keep that in mind. We're going to get to this board at some point. I mean, I know I don't in my actual game, but maybe we can through this. Okay, spin number 4. 1. Okay, that's easy. This is perfect for a readathon. This is a short book, under 300 pages.
Okay, so first off, I'm happy to hear that Amy is planning on doing this 48-hour version of this again. I've been having a good weekend and it has been a fun time, so I would also be excited to continue and finish the board, considering I think that I can technically like complete the readathon this time. So the prompt was a book less than 300 pages, which I believe that The Lost Apothecary is. Let me just go double check. Goodreads says it's 301 pages, but I generally don't count acknowledgements. So I'm gonna go grab my copy and see if the book of the month copy even is 300 pages. I don't think it is. I really don't. 1 second. All right, the test. It's gonna be close. It is. It's 301 pages. Goodness sakes. Let me go see. Let's see what else I have. Okay, so some options I have here would be Blackout, which is like an anthology. It's short stories that I think all connect by a bunch of different authors. I have Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. Homegoing by Ya Jessie is high on my TBR. Let me grab that one. We're gonna check the actual pages because according to Goodreads, that one also says that it's exactly 300 pages. Mabel's literally like, why do we keep getting up and down, Mom? Okay, here we go. Pray for me here. Okay, so it's exactly 300 pages. So to me, that doesn't count as less than 300 pages. It did not say less than or equal to. So I think I'm gonna end up doing Blackout. Okay, it's just about bedtime. We did stay on sprints for quite a long time today, this afternoon, even though I wasn't the most productive because Mabel was awake and with me, but it was so fun hanging out with everybody. But I did get 72 pages into Blackout, so I have like 45 minutes right now before I actually go to bed. I'm gonna get in the bath and just read as much more of this as I can, so I'm not gonna actually end up finishing anything for the readathon, but I started and made a lot of progress in quite a few things that I'm hoping to wrap up throughout the week now here. But for now, I'm gonna go continue this, and I'll probably update and close out the vlog tomorrow. So I'll talk to you then. All right, I am back and ready to close out this vlog. I had such a fun time this weekend, even though it is now Monday. I had such a good time this weekend, just spending time with some friends and participating in this readathon. I want to firstly say that if you are not subscribed to Amy, please go do so. She is one of my favorite creators and just a really good friend here on BookTube. But for what I got through this weekend, I started with, what did I start with? What was the first prompt? I started with Animal Companion with The Wallflower Wager by Tessa Dare, and I got like just over 100 pages into that. I listened to 100 pages more of Wicked Intentions by Elizabeth Hoyt, and I ended up DNFing this one. Then when I randomized my TBR, I ended up listening to The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner, and I actually listened to a little bit more of that today, and I am enjoying that book. And I also read just over 100 pages of Blackout by Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Angie Thomas, Ashley Woodfolk, and Nicola Yoon for the less than 300 pages prompt. So I'm going to continue making progress in all of those except Wicked Intentions. I actually think I'm going to finish this one up tonight. Wow, let me bend that dust jacket. I actually think I'm going to finish this one up tonight, but it was so fun to spend some time with you guys again. I know my content has been further separated than it usually is, but I'm working on it, and I do have some stuff coming up. So thank you so much for spending some time with me this weekend, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.